countless terrifying and funny paranormal experiences from a young age. Little did I know it would become my entire identity and career. I've learned to just embrace it at this point. I'm spooky and I'm proud. I realized I was sharing my most terrifying paranormal experiences, but I also have a lot of silly and wholesome spirit interactions, especially after I started bringing haunted dolls and objects home with me. You know, totally normal people things. So I started a series where I reenacted my daily ghost encounters in a very overly dramatized way, and it went viral. And yes, spirits have walked in on me naked.
I don't think anybody was wondering that.
In this series, we're going to be deep diving into these videos, and I'm going to explain the true meaning behind them. And I wouldn't be surprised if my haunted dolls chimed in. Kelcats, welcome back to my channel, and if you guys are new here, my name is Kelsi Davies, and I'm a clairvoyant, meaning I see and speak to the dead. We're all a little haunted here. Welcome home. I hope you're ready for this. The video that started it all. A little background on this video if you're new here. I used to live in a very, very haunted apartment complex. Like, extremely haunted. By the way, I usually have the song Pass the Dutchie playing on these videos, but for copyright reasons, we're gonna use a different one. Lola's such an icon. We love her. Just so you know, apartment complexes are generally filled with spirits. Just think about it. So many people live there, they pass away there, and each person typically has like 3 spirits with them. And my apartment complex was huge, like thousands of apartments. So when I first moved in there was a spirit of a woman. She looked like she was maybe from the 1800s, and her name was Pauline. The OGs know about Pauline, and if you've been here for that long, I love you, you're amazing. And if you're new here, I love you, you're amazing too. I also lived in Old Town Pasadena, which is a really historic town known for its hauntings as well. Her spirit would always pass through our apartment randomly and would even interact with the other ghosts in the house. So I used to pull all-nighters working, like unhealthy workaholic energy. And one night I heard 2 women talking just so clearly, and they were literally talking shit on me. I'm just kidding, but it was interesting because I was able to hear their conversation. It was as if they didn't know that I could hear them. One voice I recognized was Lola, who is the spirit of an 18-year-old woman that is attached to this doll. We love her and she's a very kind spirit. But for some reason that night, I was able to just tune into it. Sometimes I think ghosts are surprised when people like myself are able to tune in and hear or see them. And they honestly seemed more concerned about my sleep schedule, which I think is really cute and sweet. So we have that sweet interaction, and then we have the creepy and invasive ghosts. These ones do not care about your personal boundaries.
Are you afraid?
No, I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. Shaving the pits, you know, doing my thing. The face at the end. Huh? I've actually had multiple experiences with spirits while in the shower. Get your mind out of the gutter. No, literally one time I was at this haunted hotel and there was this trickster spirit, and all of a sudden I'm in the shower and the shower curtain opens by itself while I'm most vulnerable. This one actually freaked me out because I thought there was like a living person that walked into our apartment. All I heard was, "George! George!" It was so loud I had to turn off the shower and look out to see if anyone was in the apartment or if it was maybe a neighbor or something, but it was completely silent after that. Then I started tuning into more of my senses and I saw a glimpse of this spirit of a man walking through. He looked angry. I then asked him to leave because when you set hard boundaries, they'll usually listen. Did that just say evil? Ugh, especially when they're evil. Set your boundaries. He ended up leaving. I still don't know who George is, if that was him or if he was looking for someone named George. No idea.
You'd say he's curious, George.
I mean, maybe he used to live in the apartment complex. Maybe he has some unfinished business with a man named George. Maybe they were lovers, foes, I don't know. Side note, have you ever wanted to meet me in person, like face to face? Maybe even go ghost hunting with me? Well, I will be back at this year's Pennhurst Paracon at Pennhurst Asylum, which is really freaking cool, in Spring City, Pennsylvania, May 16th and 17th. And if you live in California, I'll be at VidCon again as a featured creator June 25th to the 27th in Anaheim, California. Mark your calendars, get get your tickets, and I can't wait to meet some of you. Also, we are back in stock with our sketchbooks, notebooks, and t-shirts. We also have new merch designs coming soon. Get yours now at kelsidavies.com. As far as boundaries goes, I'm telling you, some ghosts, I don't think they even realize what's going on. Which brings us to our next ghost encounters. Me just doing my business, you know? Had some coffee that morning, I think. Ick. Okay, I was doing my business and I kid you not, I just saw the head of this little boy peek around the corner. It was the ghost of a little boy, and it was kind of wholesome because maybe he thought I was his mother or something. He was just kind of checking in, but not the time or the place. She just gives 0 Fs. Again, not the time or the place. And let me reiterate yet again how haunted our apartment was. Like, I remember one day I looked outside, I saw a bunch of police surrounding this guy in the middle of the park. So we had our balcony and the park right here, and we had a metro, like a train going underneath our house. And I looked outside, there was all this caution tape, and there was a man laying in the grass, and he was deceased. Deaths happened in that park all the time. There were a lot of homeless people. There was a lot of, like, you know, substances and things like that. And then a lot of people that were on substances, they didn't realize that you're not supposed to go on the train tracks, especially when the train is coming. We would look outside and there would be people like crime scene cleaners in their big suits cleaning blood off of the walls after people would get hit by the train. I didn't talk about that a lot because I didn't want people to know exactly where I lived, but I remember Drew calling me and telling me, he was like, hey, I smell burning flesh, like from the train accident, because the tracks were electric, so people would get electrocuted and then hit by the train, and the smell would come into our apartment. So we have all of that going on, and then I have my own spirit guides, ancestors coming and visiting me, which brings us to the next video. Not me sleeping in full makeup and a dress, so realistic. This has literally happened. This is crazy. Ah! There's been multiple times where I've woken up to someone standing there, and it's always when I'm half awake. Like this morning, for example, I was sleeping and I literally heard Drew whisper in my ear, and so I woke up and no one was there. I'm sure something similar has happened to you guys, so comment below and let me know what happened. I feel like it happens like in our dreams and stuff because we're not energetically blocking it out, or we're not so busy with daily life that we're just not really paying attention to it. If you think about it, when we're sleeping, we're kind of in this deep meditative trance state. And I'd love to know if you've ever had a deceased loved one or even deceased pets come to you in your dreams. If so, I'd love to hear your experience. So put your story in the comments. I'm gonna read as many as I can, and I just might feature one of them in an upcoming video. Everyone has the capability of communicating with the other side. We're all spirits having a human experience. These next encounters actually led me to a paranormal hotspot. I was on a very important call. Me just done with life. That's it. That's the face. If you're an OG, you remember this whole experience. This little ghost girl kept banging on my walls so much to where I decided to do a spirit communication session with her. And what I found out was mind-blowing. Me pulling tarot all happily. Oh, she's back. So that was actually after we found the location. And if you didn't see that video, it turns out the little girl's name was Sarah, and she had died in a vault just down the street. Her dad owned a bank, and she mysteriously got locked in a bank vault in the basement of his bank. She was missing for like 9 days.
Please don't stop.
Sarah? Is she here? I would not be surprised, honestly. I call this the portal room for a reason because I created a portal with the mirrors in this room. So the others that Sarah mentioned were actually lost spirits that were trapped there looking for a way out. True story. I'll link that video down in the description if you want to go check it out. Not only are apartments super haunted, but there's also townhouses, condos, homes, etc. And my sister lived in an older condo and she actually has clairvoyance like me. But she's very scared of her gift, which is why you have not seen her on my channel ghost hunting with me. Yet. And she was having some strange occurrences, really bad dreams to the point where she asked me to come over and cleanse her space. But she didn't tell me what was there. Just watching TV, everything's good. This freaked me out. It literally rose up from the floor and started crawling. And I wasn't the only one who saw it. I was there with an old friend of mine and we both saw the same thing. After I cleansed, I decided to tell my sister what I saw and she freaked out. She's a nurse, so she wakes up early in the morning for her shifts and she let me know that every morning she would leave for work, she would see this dark figure crawling towards her, chasing her out the door. Let's ask my haunted dolls what they think this was. What do you guys think that dark figure was at my sister's house? I think it was demonic, just a very negative dark entity. It kind of looked childlike and then it like almost transformed into something else. It was really strange. Yes. Why do you think it was there? Oh, I just heard a sound over here. Don't know. Then someone gasped. Trapped? Do you think it was trapped there? It said woman. Wait, that's crazy because my sister was like, I would envision it dark and she thought it was like a woman. Like she kind of explained it as the ring where the lady would crawl with like her hair in front of her face. So that's weird. Oh. What? I was able to get rid of it, so where did it go? Did I just push it somewhere else? Did it go to another condo, you think? Let's just say it went next door? No. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think they had kids next door too. I swear if I like traumatize them, I'm sorry. Oh. Ew. Why am I so good at being creepy in a bad way? Ew. Drew. My Superman, he came in to help me. He saw me naked. They've probably all seen me naked at this point. What? They literally live with me. Okay, but this was a passerby spirit and he was really creepy looking. He definitely had naughty intentions. Men will be men, even in death. So whenever a ghost is bothering me like that, Drew always steps in and tells them to go away. Drew? Show them how it's done, honey.
Go away!
Like that? Hey Drew, when are you gonna propose to me?
What?
It's almost been 8 years, guys. 8 years. The man warned spirits away from me, but he can't get down on his knee and give me a damn ring. Not only do ghosts generally not give a flying f about personal boundaries, they like to interrupt me when I'm working too. Back in the intoxicated days. Damn it, Pauline. I was so done with her shit that day. Guys, this happened all the time with those freaking stairs. They're like titanium. And apparently spiral staircases can act as portals for spirits, and mine was 1000% one of those. Drew and I would hear someone walking on it like every single day, I swear. And when I would be recording for my podcast, it would get so loud that I would have to stop recording just to let it settle. Especially when Pauline was walking up, because you could hear her heels walking up the steps. It was so freaking loud. This man, however, did not have heels on. He would have still slayed in heels if he did, but that's not the point. Love when they're in the elevator. It's great. So fun. So not cool. Not cool. This is not Hollywood Tower of Terror. This is an example of what I'd like to call a trickster spirit. And I believe a trickster spirit is attached to this clown doll. His name is Bonkers. Let's ask Bonkers what he thinks about this trickster experience. I don't know if he's gonna answer because he's a trickster spirit, but let's try. Bonkers. Did you think the trickster spirit was trying to kill me? Let's just say yeah. He's like laughing. He's like, hee hee, yeah. That's not nice. Oh, someone said don't know. If we had an elevator, would you do that to me? See? Did you just... See? That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, we're recording. You're on camera, tee. We love you, Bonkers. He hasn't given me any nightmares recently, and I respect that and appreciate that. Watch, he's gonna give me one tonight. Now I jinxed myself. I'm sure. That's lovely. Can you explain to me what a trickster spirit is? I swear I just saw an image of him juggling. Like a dark shadow just standing there juggling. That's what I just saw. That's great. That's his definition of a trickster spirit. Then there's everyone's favorite haunted doll, Lola. No offense, guys. Please don't kill me in my sleep. She was very concerned. You know, I'd probably be very concerned about my doll Vessel's dress too. Her doll's face is already cracked. All she asked for is her dress not to be ruined. I get it, girl, I do. I have plenty of videos in this series, so let me know if you want me to react to more of them. And if this video hits 5,000 likes, then I 100% will. Also, in my previous video, I said that if you guys hit 10,000 likes, I would start working on my own short films, and guess what? It's at like 11,000 right now, so I'm working on that. So just so you know, I'm working on it. I'm gonna make it happen. That's my goal for 2026. Make sure to check out that video right here. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, we're all a little haunted, so welcome home. I'll see you in the next video.